Hey guys, today I'm going to review this selfie stick gimbal tripod by hohem. I'm really excited, it's really neat. I think you guys are going to like it. Let's begin.
Let's open it up. Instructions on the box. User manual. Alright, it's in English.
So you can see folded up, this stand is nice and compact. It unfolds easy, just up like this. And there's an on and off switch right here. Long press. There we go. Then in order to get the tripod legs out, just fold them out. There you go, and you can see it extends up too. There we go. Nice. So there it is. In order to mount the phone, all you have to do is open this. Like such, it turns, and then we'll place the phone in. So putting the phone in is very, very easy. Just like this. It says camera, they want on the left side. Like so. And there you have it. You can see the gimbal works really, really nice. That's pretty sweet. And then it's Bluetooth, so it has this remote. So let's check that out. So I downloaded the app from the App Store. You can see it there. And this app has some pretty neat features. So once you're in the app, you can use the remote, and so I can go ahead and start a recording. One push. Now you can see it's video. Start. One push. Video captured successfully. You can zoom in. You can zoom out. In photo mode, it is the same thing. You can zoom in. You can zoom out. You can capture a picture. And lastly, if you want to pan between modes, double tap this corner button. You see we're in video mode. And now we'll double tap it again. And then back to photo mode. This side, one press up to vertical mode. A double press, I guess centers it. One more press back to horizontal mode. Very neat. Another feature about this app is if you triple tap this button, 1, 2, 3, it'll change from forward facing to rear facing. 1, 2, 3. So it's very helpful. So this camera using the app has some very neat functions. First of all, we'll start off with you're able to turn or slew the gimbal from left, or just tilt it if you want, just using the arrow keys on the remote. And you can adjust it pretty well. If you need to zoom, up arrow zooms, down arrow zooms back out. If you want to go to vertical mode on the camera, double push, press this right hand button. There you go. If you want to go back to horizontal mode, just a double tap. Or that spins at 180 degrees. Single tap, I'm sorry. There we go. If you would like to change the direction of the camera if you would like to change between modes from, say, photo to video mode, just double tap this button. And you see now it's selected into video mode. You want to go back to photo mode, double tap. Now we're in photo mode. If you would like to change from the forward-facing camera to the rear-facing camera, triple tap this button. And to turn it back, a simple triple tap. There we go. And the photo mode and video mode are both slewable using the zoom, which is very nice. So let me just adjust this a little bit. There we go. Straighten it back out, perfect. Lastly, one thing I'd like to demonstrate is this gimbal is a selfie stick as well, and it extends. So you can see that fully extended. It's about 24 inches. So this gimbal selfie stick, like tripod, has a pretty cool option that it can be used like a selfie stick in regard that if it's up like, you know, it's mounted the way it is now, you can use it as a selfie stick this way and just fold the handle up and then just manipulate it and take your picture. Or you can you can absolutely use it as a tripod mounted selfie stick. So check this out. So if we go ahead and I'm just going to take my phone out, and for the sake of this, I'm going to turn it off. So what we'll do now, if we want to use this as a tripod, fold those in, go ahead and rotate the gimbal around. So now you see it like this. And then we'll go ahead and flip these back up, like so. Oops. I'll turn the gimbal on. And we will place the phone in it like this. I have an iPhone XS Max. And now you have a tabletop mounted gimbal that with the remote you can slew from left to right if you're trying to film or record. And you can also adjust the height, like so. So it's very helpful. I really like this feature. I think this feature is very helpful and handy, so it's more stable this way if you're going to use it as a tabletop tripod to record with. And you can have the selfie stick option where you set it up the other way and you're walking and the gimbal's very active. But this is a very handy and helpful characteristic to have with the selfie stick. It's basically 2-in-1. So my opinion of the selfie stick, it's made from nice quality plastic. It feels very good in your hand. The legs seem sturdy and it's mainly meant for a flat surface, but it would, as long as the surface isn't too undulating, it would work a little bit tilted. I like the idea that it has the gimbal in. The gimbal seems very stable and reactive to movements and adjustments. The selfie stick part extending about 24 inches is very nice. I think that the directions are very thick. It could be a little bit easier if they would thin it down maybe and just make like a startup guide to help with going through the selfie stick pretty quick. The remote is very easy to use. After you download the app is required if you want to use the on-screen kind of functions for the remote, but you can slew the gimbal, from side to side without downloading the app, and just use your regular photo app. If you do download the app, you have some more options with using the remote to flip the camera from forward facing to rear facing, as well as selecting between video mode and photo mode, and zooming in and out on whatever you're filming. Also, the app has some smart features built in that I didn't really demonstrate, but if you make hand gestures, an open fist or a closed fist, you can start and stop recording or take a picture that way, so you don't need the remote. All right, guys, I really appreciate you sticking around and watching this. I hope you learned something and that it was helpful. This is definitely the best tripod selfie stick with a gimbal that I have seen. For the money, I really, really recommend it, and I'm very happy with it. All right, thank you. Bye.
Never use it because that's essentially what it's for, is basically just kind of following you around when you're videoing. So the fact that this can supposedly do all the things, I think is fabulous. So we will open it up, and right off the bat it looks like you have a kind of quick start instruction guide. It looks like we have a carrier. I believe that's what this is. Let me open this up. Oh, and the charging cord here. Very nice, very nice. You have a very lengthy, oh, different languages, of course, user manual, which is nice. It looks like too you can scan the barcodes and it'll pull something up online. So here's the actual unit. Wow. So it's very light, but it doesn't feel cheap light, if that makes sense. Like this part is heavy, but not, you know what I mean? Not very heavy. I mean, I would maybe say this weighs, I'm not even going to guesstimate and say how much it weighs because I'm horrible at that. So this is the unit. It's very light, but feels good, right? I'm scared I'm going to break it. Okay. Maybe I should read the instructions first. Wow. So obviously I'm going to need to use my phone to record me actually using it. Interesting. Okay, I don't want to break anything, so let me get the instructions out really fast. Oh yeah. This is the moment we've been waiting for. I mean, look at that. I can't even get it all in the frame. Believe the remote. Hopefully we don't have to put any batteries in it. But I gotta see how to turn this on and all the things first. I believe okay. Oh, as you can see. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to grab maybe my old phone. I still have my, I think it's like an iPhone 8, and see if I can put it in there, and then we can play around with it. So let me go grab that really fast. Okay, so my other iPhone is in my storage unit, so I'm not going to be able to show you with an actual camera, but you guys can figure it out. There's tutorials. One thing I will say though is that the barcodes that are here and here in the box, they were not taking me anywhere to download the app, so I had to do a little bit of research. When typing in hohem, it popped up a few different ones, but I looked at the Facebook group, I looked at some YouTube videos, and I believe it is the hohem Joy. That's the one I downloaded. I haven't used it just yet because I was charging this while I was looking for my phone. But so besides that, I just wanted to show you this because at first I was like, I'm terrified, I think I'm breaking it. So there is obviously the option here where you're going to put your phone in here like so, right? That's where you're going to put your phone in. You can turn it on. You can extend this, make it do whatever you want. But the option where you can have it on your desktop just like this, you actually pull this. It says pull it 90 degrees like so. Okay, so you twist it like that. And then you pull it down like this. So at first I was terrified to do that because I thought I was literally breaking it, even though it has these little arrows here. It just, I don't know, you got to give it a little bit of force, okay? So then you would put your phone in right here like that, and then you obviously just make it go back up and up like that. So I just wanted to kind of share that a little bit. There's so many, not so many, but the video, it shows you all the different things that you can do with the remote. It's in here as well, but the YouTube video that I found was very helpful in actually showing all the different things that you can do with this. At first I was concerned I was going to have to get a battery, but when I turned this on and I clicked a couple things, this was green. So you don't need a battery. I don't know about replacing that. I'm not even going to attempt to figure We're just going to figure out how to do this kind of stuff first. But so far, I'm very impressed. We will see, and I will update this review when I actually put my phone in here and I'm kind of playing around. And then maybe I will post a video as well as, you know, to kind of show the stabilization. So, very nice.
Okay, I already cut my unit on because I'm trying to work with one hand. It's already rotating as I move. So it's already on. That's the off and on side, and also tell you your battery level, Bluetooth connection. Now you connect it to your phone. But it's already trying to rotate as I move it. I'm gonna pause and open it up. Okay, I have opened it up, as it tells you to open it up. Now it has a lock so that the rotation head doesn't move. So you can lock it right there on the side. That's the charger port. That's the removable remote. I'm going to remove that later in a little bit and show you how to utilize that, but let me pause for a second. Just want to show you how you would clamp your phone in. It recommends you take the case off if you have a case on your phone, so you have to take your case off. This is the remote. It is on. Click to how you want the landscape or portrait. 365. Let me see how to do that. Can't figure out how to do 365, so, but this over here takes the pictures, rotate selfie or however, but that's the button there, and these other buttons I have to read how to rotate. That shows you how to put your phone in, if you can see that. But it does 365. It goes all the way around. This little thing is amazing. It does way more than I expected. Hold on, let me set the tripod up. Pause. Tripod. And it's very sturdy. Even with the weight of the phone. And this is a heavy phone. You know, iPhones are heavy. But with the weight of the phone, it's very sturdy. Let me do the selfie stick mode. Pause. And it goes even higher. I don't have it fully extended, but it goes even higher. See how it stays? However rotation you have it in, it will stay stabilized. Pause. Okay, cut everything off. It's in standby mode because I'm using the app to make this video. But I locked it so it's not gonna rotate because I locked it on the side. Does it show unlocked? Anyway, it's supposed to be locked. And you can fold it down. Oh, I did it with one hand. And you can put it in a little carrier bag. I like it. I just gotta learn it.
Pues aquí lamentablemente, vamos a tratar de vincular el teléfono con el control, lo cual desafortunadamente no me da esa función. Precisamente por ese detalle es que estamos haciendo el videíto. Aquí tenemos el encendido del estabilizador, que lo hace muy bien, está cargado y está funcionando muy bien. El detalle es aquí, precisamente. El control, si se fijan, no enciende el LED. Está apagado, obvio. Una vez encendido, sigue igual el LED apagado. Y lo peor tantito, que me meto a la aplicación de hohem, donde tengo ya que vincularme con la aplicación, precisamente mi teléfono. Está queriéndolo conectar. Se supone que ya estoy vinculado, pero la falla precisamente es esta, que se supone que el control ya está automáticamente vinculado. Al querer hacer una toma, una foto, al querer manejarlo, darle la orden conforme es debido, no funciona automáticamente nada. ¿Sale? Nada más para que estén por enterados. Ninguna tecla hace ninguna función, obvio, porque pues se supone que no está en funcionamiento. Le oprimo para la toma, no hace ninguna. Cambio de foto a video, no responde. De horizontal a vertical, nada. Entonces nada más ese es el detalle. Padrísimo el hohem estabilizador, pero desafortunadamente tiene este detalle. No funciona lo que viene siendo el control. Es por eso el motivo de mi pues inconveniencia, ¿no? No me gustó ese detalle. A ver si se puede que nos hagan favor de tomar cartas en el asunto, ya sea. Me interesa mucho el estabilizador, pero ojalá se pudiera cambiar por uno que sí funcione el control. Gracias.
La mia impressione è che sia un prodotto sicuramente in linea con il prezzo molto accessibile a cui viene offerto, ma che vi siano altri prodotti probabilmente meglio di questo. Per questi motivi do 3 stelle. Alla prossima recensione.
Hi everyone, this is just a review of the Hohem Gimbal Stabilizer. At first I really like it because see how compact it is, but then after a year and a half, I'm adding this review because there are basically 2 design flaws to prevent this from long usage. So if you do plan to use it, you know, beyond their warranty period, which is 1 year, I wouldn't recommend. I'll show you where the design flaw is. The first one is this joint here. So over time, this joint will become loose. So the phone, just because of the weight, tends to just fall back. And there's nothing over here you can actually tighten up. Okay, so it scares me a couple of times because I saw my phone's gonna fall out because this thing just fall back. Now the second part is this lock. So see, there is a lock where if you push it this way, it will lock this thing because you know, the battery is not super long lasting, so after a while, if you just want to use it as a selfie stick, you can just lock this position, and it should work just like a selfie stick. But you can see I can just simply tap on this, just apply a little bit of force, the lock just fall back. The reason is design is just very super. I don't know if you can see this, like very tiny plastic dot to try to lock this thing. But after, I would say a little bit over a year, it worn down, so it no longer works. I can just simply apply, just tap it, and then it would turn around again.
Okay, now this shirt, the evolution of it, No!